this is Fantastic Worlds, looking back to Lovecraft Country in Conarium, and here we are at the beginning of the episode, which is probably going to be labeled for each of the series what I missed last episode. Now, first of all, I don't know how much a close look you got at this statue, but this is the Elder Thing of Lovecraftian lore. It's a 5-star radial being, kind of like a cucumber with a starfish on top and tentacles on the bottom, because it's Lovecraft, there's always tentacles. But yes, this is the alien species that created the ruins that we're currently going through. Now over here on this map, I completely missed that there were words. Antarctica, the southernmost continent and site of the South Pole, is virtually uninhabited, ice-covered landmass. Most cruises the continent visit the Antarctic Peninsula, which stretches towards South America. It is known for the Lamar Channel and the Paradise Harbor, striking iceberg-flanked passageways in Port Lockroy, a former British research station turned museum. The peninsula's isolated terrain also shelters rich wildlife, including many penguins. In fact, penguins, giant blind albino penguins. We may encounter them. The rest of the text is illegible. Somebody steamed coffee on this. And yes, Nagartha. We already went the joke of that. But most importantly, okay, here's why. Oh, I don't seem to have my flashlight, do I? Ah. There we go. Oh, missed the rats the first time. Now, the other thing is that I missed something rather important, which is why I've gone back this far. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there it is. You know how these games can get. But, there we go. Boom. Examine. Turn page. Yes. Yet another Lovecraftian tome. It'll tell me what it is in just a moment. Ah, the trophy item. Ooh, come now. Oh, I don't seem to have access to the journal either. Oh well. Makes sense. Anyways, I'll cut ahead to what we missed in the real world in just a moment. Okay, so let's go over what we've got. First Conarium event and brief visit to the past. I'm at a complete loss for words. Simple remarks insufficient to express my feelings right now. Was it a premonition or a vision? How shall I interpret all of this? I don't know exactly. Suddenly, I found myself drifting into a familiar room, a journal that was long buried in my graveyard of memories, scribing epitaphs and things long past. Now, what I didn't notice is that we now have a secrets. Ignore that. Okay, so in other words, these are the secrets we've managed to identify so far. The carved figurette, which I believe Hansen carved those statues in the form of the man he saw in the nightmares, which is the guy who's offered Hansen the lotus, which I jokingly refer to as Buddha, is probably more Nyarlathotep. We've already read that one. Yes, the head. The strange device fascinated and horrified me in equal measures. It seems that it's able to respond to private questions with logical answers. But how could that be possible? These eyes were so devoid of meaning that they disturbed me deeply. After all, through speaking with it, I sense explicitly a feeling of forlornness, if its loneliness is starting to give way to such singularity, signifying that I shall continue to be a stranger inside this desolate place, all alone for some time. Yeah, probably that's what's going to happen. And the collectibles. I guess I'm going to have to look for those in a separate one. Anyways. Now. This is about where we... not that button. This button. There we go. This is about where we stopped last episode, so I'm going to pick up from here. And past the magic trippy planet. Oh, God. Gonna have to remember the controls, apparently. And so there's another thing I noticed when I went back and double-checked. Yeah, I missed yet another thing. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Frank, I don't know if you can hear me, but I am trying searching. This is the only way.
Hey, can you hear me?
Apparently
Damn
not.
it. Who was he?
I think that was Foss voice. But yes. One of the, What does Frank think about it? First contact. Due to some intense interference, unfortunately, I couldn't understand the content of the relayed message. I better be on the lookout for any possible incoming transmissions. Also, I can't be sure, but there's a good chance of finding someone in the lower sections of the base, and that is, of course, the transcript of it all. But, oh, and you can actually replay it, which is kind of awesome. Anyways, so, yeah, apparently it's a survivor, which I think is probably going to turn out to be Faust, or what's left of him, or the entity currently residing in Faust's body. But like I was saying, that being a veteran of the old-style adventure games where you have to check everything, in between episodes I discovered something interesting. Hang on, guys. Okay, so after that cryptic transmission, we have to head over to the radio room. Now, it may seem a little weird to do that, but like I said, I'm kind of a paranoid when it comes to gaming, being a veteran, a scarred veteran of the 1980s and 90s pixel hunt era of adventure gaming, where you had to check everything and you could easily get stuck in a loop and have to save and go backwards, which is kind of what I'm doing here too. But, so, by checking everything while I wasn't recording, I managed to locate something new. Now, you may remember the radio room, and you might remember this. There's also, hear that? Now, if you happen to be, in the Navy, you'll recognize that as Morse code. It's actually a lot slower than it is in the real world, and that comes off to be 25 MU. So, let's head over here. And look at this. All of these lovely little knobs. Let's put this on 2. This goes on 5. And MF. Let's go see what the journal has to say about that. Boom. I heard this message in the radio room over and over. Hang on. Let's do this in a little privacy. If the developers are going to be like this, I'm going to be like doing 3 times as much off screen, and then coming back to it. But yes, it's a little quieter in here. God, you can still hear that thing. But yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, that's a transmission coming from the very room that we were just in. Mayday, Mayday, Pequod, this is Upuaut, this is base, we need immediate assistance. I heard the same message in the radio room over and over again, even though it was definitely broadcast in the very same room. That's an assumption, actually. If you think about it, there's actually a chance that somebody set up an alternative transmitter and that we're hearing that. I mean, it's a bit much for Frank to wait, wrong way. Sorry. That's good. It's a bit much for Franks to assume that there's only one radio in this facility. It's what he's doing. Kind of a logical fallacy, but I'll forgive Frank. He kind of woke up with his brains a bit scrambled. Anyways, let's go back to the other elevator. The one that we just got the handle for. And see how that works, okay? Heading down. This wasn't what I was expecting. Ooh, wow. Nice bas reliefs there. I think that's the right word. And who's keeping the kerosene lit on these things anyways? Or are they magic lanterns? Ooh, got that weird effect there. Now. Okay, looks like half a weather vane. Ornamental metallic object. A heavy metallic object, judging by its shape, it could be a key, a handle, or a lever. Okay, so it's a key-like object. Handles seem to be a big thing here. But here's also something I found that was interesting. Remember that detector we have on our wrist? I found that it tends to go off on interesting places. Ah, so now I'm getting Everybody's Gone to the Rapture flashbacks.
Hey, this is amazing. Most of the ground level structures have been
crumbled and rounded from untold eons of savage storms, and thus weathered into shapeless ruins. However, both the ground level and the cavern systems below are clearly displayed in these bas-reliefs. The most striking features depicted in this grand panorama, I believe, are the tall, occasional towering spires, which somehow resemble a lighthouse. They all seem like focusing a light beam towards a colossal structure in the center. Could there be some sort of religious meaning behind this? Or simply something that has a more practical use? I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Let's check out the journal. Dr. Faust remarks. Okay, so it is Faust, and I think that is his voice. Now, we have gotten into crazy town here. This is probably an example of the Elder One's city. They made a bas-relief, and as you can see, there are multiple towers pointing to some sort of edifice here with these light beams. We saw one of those light beams. I think that's over there. They seem to be focusing. Now, he asks if there's a religious or a magical purpose. Well, the Elder things, as far as I remember from my reading on Mountain of Madness, which I had to redo for this, was that they were atheists, so there is no religious. I mean, they might like this stuff because it's arty, but ultimately it serves a practical purpose. Now, what that practical purpose is anyone's question. Oh, another one of those magic lanterns. Oh, you gotta respect a light source that goes on for 50 million years. There's a 50, whatever it took. I mean, it's a lot better than our LEDs, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, there's this white eye of Sauron here. Ah, there we go.
So this is the strong light that can be seen from ground level.
You know, if you're cold, Frank, they're past like 5 coats in that locker. You could have grabbed any of them. Sigh. But I just want to impress just how crazy this all is. You now have 4 men on a private expedition that have found evidence of extraterrestrial civilization on Earth, and they've decided to trip out and plug themselves into a machine using drugs to, you know, get those flashbacks, I'm guessing. So yeah. Now the funny thing is that if you have there's a Antarctic treaty. If you have a base in Antarctica, you have to tell everybody else what you're doing. And why am I willing to bet these guys haven't done that? I mean, it might be because they're private citizens, they can get away with it. Why is there no door here? Anyways, so yeah, that was the tower. I'm guessing it wasn't set up for, you know, terrestrial navigation. So, my guess is we gotta see what's going on in the caverns now. There wasn't much up here. So, catch you down below. Okay, so here we are. The ancient caverns. Ah, excellent. I don't know if I'm going to use it as a weapon or a tool, but, you know, it makes me found easy. Oh, more writing, of course. Oh, there is some strange vegetation filling most of the hallways, as amazing as it is deadly. There's a hidden world right beneath the Upuaut base, and even though I was prepared to find such a place, it was very different than imagining alone. We tried to cut our way through the plant, but reacted with a highly poisonous gas seeming to come from the glowing buds. Don't use the axe on the stuff. Okay. On the plants. I issued a warning to stop anyone from going near those plants that I came across in any of the caverns. I'm noticing a strange phenomenon after I spent some time examining a sample from the plant. It occurred that individual vines grow and shrink in length and demand. It also seems they can move, although there are no air currents, and this movement seems to be caused by regular natural factors. It may sound strange, but I have a notion it's conscious, at least at some level. Yeah, the elder ones I think were partially at least fungi. So,
hey! Anyone here?
Probably not. Okay,
Dr. James? Dr. Morgan? Anybody?
No surprise. Yeah, this seems to be...
Where are they, for God's sake?
I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. Gods damn it. Whoa. Hell of a drop there. Seems to be their... Oh. Okay, that's just the soundtrack. I'm gonna be startled by my own soundtrack here. Yeah, this appears to be part of their light network. Now, the thing about the light network is it might not just be illumination. There is a kind of technology called where you can transmit information through photons. It's not going anywhere. Like you can electrons with a computer. It's kind of a hard light computer. And my guess is that this is probably what the Elder Things used. Let's see. Here. And ooh.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
Alright, just remember, never cut them, or you'll die. Ooh. Always on a button. Alright. That must be something useful. You can use logic when you can just brute force it, so they don't like light. Let's keep this in mind. It must be the way they... Elder One's a version of a vault door or something. Elder Things. Oh, great. Chest burster. There's gonna be facehuggers down here and there. Oh wait, that's fungus. It's... bugs? Where are they all coming from? I mean, the temperature must be better up here. Must be a lot better up here if you're getting insect life. Entire colonies of insects just living here for millennia. You know, since the Elder Ones had wings, you'd think they wouldn't use staircases, but you'd be wrong. They apparently lost their wings after living on Earth for too long. You know, got too lazy, decided made a remote for the television. Didn't need to fly over and change the channel, so they just, you know, stopped making wings. That's a little weird. Let's check out some of the other alcoves for the moment. Oh, look. I guess these are kind of like the cat thing, I guess. Looking back here. Speed it up a bit there, Frank. Don't need to drag your feet constantly. Lovely. Now, the thing is about the Elder Things is they hated Cthulhu. They were at war with him. So I don't know why we have Cthulhu-like statues unless the writers of the game just decided to throw him in. Funsies! Or this could be, for all I know, enemy most... Yeah, I guess that's where we're going next. Nothing back here. Well, that's where we came from, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Now, I guess we should get to this thing. Ooh. Interesting. Ah! Well, that's great. Now, I wouldn't really mind the Conarium hallucinations if they didn't have that damn ringing sound.
What was that I've just seen?
Mostly static, apparently. What was that all about? No journal entry on it, either. I don't think so. Nope. So apparently the statue caused my hallucination, but I have no idea what it was. It appears to be a bird-like thing. Now, here's the deal. The notes we have said that there were some humans who were... Who's been doing the offerings? Who were camped out in here receiving wisdom from the Elder Ones. So my guess is that that was built by the humans, because the Elder looks more human than these Elder Ones' geometry style, which tends to be in fives, like humans tend to do bipedal. Where are we? Okay, left first, I guess. Ah, lovely. Hey, at least there are magic lanterns, which means there's something's going right. Ah, some sort of device. Oh, excellent. What do we got? No idea, actually. Okay, 5 pieces of stone with different glyphs on them. I sense puzzles. Shenanigans. Ah, wonder who the poor bastard was that had to do the shovel duty. Anything over here? I don't think so. Nope. Checking everything. But let's see what else we got here. Ah, so that's as far as we got in this excavation. You know, if we weren't making a secret excavation, probably could have gotten a lot more, no, excuse me. A lot more work done here. But no, we had like 4 guys. Only to bet Gilman was the guy who did all the digging. Alright, going further down. Right then. Again, where are these plants coming in without photosynthesis? This looks ominous. Now this might have been made by the... Oh, that makes sense, actually. The Elder Ones would have made structures like this where you could fly from point to point, while the humans who made that statue probably made the ruins that have all the stairs. And let's get away from... I already have one of these. Yeah. Apparently you can get another one if you want. Okay, we're about to have a head trip. Alright, let's get this over with.
If I am not mistaken, this relief depicts that the overgrown floor we came across at the various points in the cavern can be cleared away with an iridescent device, a tool or a talisman. Curiously, we still haven't been able to find the roots of those plants. They seem to seep out of these caverns by passing through crevices which look as if intentionally made for them. What other secrets might these silent halls conceal from us?
Anyway. Yeah, okay, so these... Oh, hang on. That's just a repeat. Alright, so what he just said was basically these are explaining how you get through the doors and such. Now, he says his strange plants keep popping up out of the crevices and such. I'm wondering if, you know, being the bioengineers they are, the Elder Things created a computer-like network of plants that are running the whole place. Now, what I love about this one right here, where it's showing, you know, how to open devices and such, this is the equivalent of those signs you find in buildings that tell people where the elevator is. You know, where they're really dunces. Yay, what else we got here? I got no jump function, I gotta remember that. Lots of water. Don't know if I want to get into it yet. Let's just keep checking out the section. Ah, got another one of those head trips about to happen. Ah!
As we planned, my team will continue exploration through this gateway. Other expedition parties can commence when ready.
Alright, be the drama hog. Right, which means that this area was open at some point. I'm wondering if this collapsed or there's a puzzle to opening it. Probably a puzzle. This place is filled with puzzles. Man, this place is huge. I wonder it's dragging so much out of my card. Alright. Don't get... Dude, Gilman, did you get stuck? Do not make me reload. Okay, so that worked. Had to reload. Apparently got stuck on the geography there. But, yeah. Okay, giant elder sign. And, pressure plate. No, this didn't crush my skull, but it probably is part of a puzzle. Yeah, that's the elder sign created by August Derelith. He made a more brand-friendly type, rather than Lovecraft's branch.
Looks like something's missing here.
Probably should find that. Oh, what's this? Ah, puzzle. Probably should find a clue to it first rather than just trying to brute force it. There's like 20 different combinations, and you know, the kind of way of watching me trying to brute force this is not terribly that fun. I'd rather do it with panache. But yeah, let's check out the creepy island. All right. Nice eternal torches going here, guys. You gotta tell me the tech for that sometime. Oh, do we have sarcophagi? Sarcophagi. Yeah, that's right. Time to do some grave robbing. I mean, you call it archaeology, I call it grave robbing. It's, you know, really the same. And as an old school RPGer, I love looting the dead. And in RPGs, you can make your own dead. Here, these guys have probably been dead for a while. Oh, we got some. Boom. Ooh, another elder sign. An ornamental metallic object with an elder sign. A sign used to protection against powerful entities carved into one of its faces. Yoink. That's just a trophy. Huh. Let's see what we got here. Look at that head honcho. I'm going to save this one. What I like about the top one, the top of these, if you look at it, they've got that creepy Cthulhu face. That makes me wonder. Now, oh, apparently I can walk through stone. Just pull stone through me. The Elder Things were at war with Cthulhu back in the day when they were still around here. And they, you know, because they didn't want to be eaten, primarily. So, if you've got a whole bunch of guys here with Cthulhu masks, and we all know the Elder Things died and the Cthulhu didn't, then you're probably looking at... God damn it, they're all empty. You're probably looking at the fact that these guys were looting the ruins on behalf of Cthulhu. Gods? Well, that's bad. Alright, what do we got? Oh, man. That's good textiles for thousands of years. Wait, does he have another one of my wristwatches? Is he one of the guys in the expedition? Huh. Wheel of some sort. Alright. What the fuck? Alright, we got necromancers. Okay. Thought we were going to change genres there for a moment. Ah, there we go. Cthulhuids. Alright. Ah! Alright, let's get this.
The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
Problem with the subtitles there, but not a major one. Alright, so... Drawing? Yes. Well, at least I don't have to make the drawing. So, yeah, that's got to be the key. Now, usually, since the game seems to be pretty well designed so far, I'm going to look around for clues rather than trying to brute force everything the first time. So, let's head over here. And, let me guess. Yeah, there we go with the handle. And let's knock this one out. What do we got? Alright. Goes there. Goes there. This goes there. This goes there. And this goes there. I think. Find out. Doo-doo-doo. Yes! The black bars that mean I did something. Which hopefully isn't fatal. That would be bad. Ta-da! Not entirely sure I want to go down here, but, you know, such is. Sorry about that. There was a bit of a issue there. Heading forward into yet another lovely cavern o' death. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah. Ominous music is ominous. Making that glitchy effect. Ah. So, what's the revelation of the moment? Oi! Get that looked at.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me.
Ah, we're in Evil Dead rules, or is this the Force Cave that Rave was in? That's a little freaky. Anyways, I think after that particular freak out, we're gonna call it here. So, you know, chilling with my evil self about to jump out and attack me, but this is a fantastic world saying farewell from Lovecraft Country, the depths of a haunted Elder Things cavern, underneath a Cthulhu cult burial ground, underneath a giant tower, underneath an expedition. base. Right, this much archaeology is about to fall on top of me, too. Anyways, see you next episode.